So Tom, I have this like ADD thing, right? That I got to go through each of the streaming services that are on my Roku, and I'll watch a movie from this one, then watch a movie from this one, interspersed with DVDs. It's just like I got to go in order. So one of the ones I always dread getting to is the Disney app. It's like, well, what the fuck's on here that I even want to watch? Well, shit, I never watched the rest of this Spider-Man trilogy with this one guy that I forgot his name. And I remember not liking that first one that he did, the one with the lizard. Really,
The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, the cat.
really didn't like it. So had no desire to watch Amazing Spider-Man's 2. But fuck, it was either that. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Careful, Tom. Don't shock yourself. Or the Eternals. So, or Guardians of the Galaxy 3, or the fucking Groot story. So I went ahead and it's like, hey, we cover Spider-Man's a lot on the show. It's like I should fucking watch it. So click on it. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Something like that. I don't know if it was exactly that long, but it had a long runtime.
2 hours and 22 minutes, Joe.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so it starts out, Spider-Man's is swinging around the city, and it looks like shit. It looks really bad. The daytime scenes that they show with this, it just looks really CGI and green screened. It looks a lot better later in the film when they're doing this shit in the dark or in a fucking room or something. But man, I've already forgotten a lot of this movie. He saves a guy, and it's a Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx is he works for Oscorp or something. I forget what they call the company.
He's an electrician.
Yeah. And since Spider-Man saved him, he's like really into Spider-Man's, it's like, oh, in his mind, they're best friends and shit. And
yeah, I don't want to say that he's autistic because I might be talking shit about autistic people, but Jamie Foxx is definitely is some kind of fucking retarded in this movie.
yeah.
So that's unfortunate.
I don't know. What's her name? This is Gwen Stacy in these movies.
Yes.
Job at Oscorp too. She just graduated. She's trying to go to college overseas though, but in the meantime, she's going to work at Oscorp. The movie started with his parents dying in a fucking plane wreck. They sent themselves some fucking information on a computer. I didn't know what the fuck was going on there and didn't care.
See, his mother was studying spiders in the jungle right before she died.
Wait, that mother on the plane with him? With the dad?
Yep. The dad, his name was Dick Parker.
Yeah, so it's always like thrown me for a loop, because I always thought that was real shitty in the comics. I thought it was bullshit when I saw it in a cartoon, like they were spies or something. But now that we've actually read those annuals or whatever, oh fuck, they were spies in the comic too. What a prick I am, But goddamn, that's stupid. Anyway,
make these movies more like the comics.
Yeah. Anyway, Jamie Foxx, they tell him, hey, go fix this shit up there. Okay. He goes up there, and this whole fucking building, Tom, is powered by electric eels.
That's right. Very hungry electric eels.
So he plugs this thing back in. This thing had gotten loose somehow. He just has to plug it in. Then he's shocked. He gets the shock of his life, and he dies. But
he doesn't die. He gets zapped and falls a couple stories into a pool of eels, and they bite his fucking dick off, and it turns him into a fucking supervillain. A supervillain named Electro.
Where the fuck do you get that shit?
Joe, this is a collector's edition Blu-ray set. You see,
And that's
you
cool.
pop this open and you got your Blu-ray, your 3D Blu-ray, and your DVD in there. Got it for $15. And I said, oh, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I got to get this. So I did. And all these years later, it worked out.
Fishing, yeah. Uh, Gwen Stacy dumps Peter Parker. He goes and talks to his buddy Harry Osborn because that guy's dad just died, and
He didn't just die. He started turning into Warwick Davis. He got this goblinitis disease where it slowly turns him into a fucking leprechaun or some shit. It's fucking dumb. Goddamn idiotic as shit. Everything with fucking Harry Osborn in this movie fucking sucks a big dick.
so yeah, Harry Osborn thinks, well, shit, now I got that disease because it's genetic, but it can be cured if I have some Spider-Man's blood. I don't, I don't fucking know. Uh, he eventually gets Spider-Man's blood or some blood, some kind of fucking thing. The shit that
He
turns
gets the
Spider-Man.
venom.
Yeah, and he injects that, and now he fucking goes crazy and gets the fucking Green Goblin exoskeleton that was being developed. I don't know that
He
shit.
doesn't wear a mask or anything. He
No,
looks like that dickhead in Leprechaun 3 who got bit and starts turning into a fucking leprechaun man.
shit. Uh, but you know what? There's some cool shit in this. Like when his first confrontation with Electro, Spider-Man does some fucking heroic shit. He's saving people, and it looks pretty cool. And it's like, well, fuck yeah, that's what Spider-Man's supposed to be about. Doing all this shit, not getting really a whole lot of credit for, but the crowd loves him, Tom, in this. They dig, and I guess it's nice. But in all these movies, Spider-Man's is a lot more likable than he is in the comics we've been reading. Close up to issue 200 we're at now, and Spider-Man's not likable. I used to like Spider-Man's a lot, and yeah, rereading all this shit is like, god damn, is he a fucking miserable prick? But in the movies, this guy, this Andrew Garfield, he's quite likable. Tom seems like a nice young chap.
Yep, he's the bloke, all right. You could tell because he's putting on his fucking Ninja Turtle Brooklyn accent and shit. Hey, I'm walking here. Fuck.
Yeah, that's my one thing. He's got this big hair that just doesn't seem right with me. It's like, what are you fucking starting a doo-wop band or something? No, that shit don't work. Uh, movie's not fucking great, but it's all right. It's maybe now my second favorite Spider-Man's movie. I know that
What'd
ain't,
you
but
what'd you think about that magical part where it's Gwen Stacy's death and Spider-Man shoots a web and it's a little hand?
so that was fucking stupid. But they immediately made up for that by having her fucking slam her head on the fucking floor. I was like, holy shit. Yeah, baby. They killed the fuck out of it. If they would have had some blood come out, that would have been
Well,
fucking
it came out of her nose.
uh it's like, yeah, that bitch is dead. I didn't see that, because I didn't read anything on these movies. I didn't know that they actually went through with Gwen Stacy dying, but fuck, that was even better than it was in the comic, Fuck yeah, man. But yeah, that little fucking web hand. That was
And the big thing of this movie, like part of the promotion, this one and the first one, it was like, oh, these movies are so great. They're so good. The director's name, his last name is Webb. That's why we picked him, you see. Oh, all right.
uh
Bricks.
yeah, yeah. I mean, It's all right. It's got a lot of shitty stuff in it. Uh, I thought the Green Goblin was the worst they could do, and then the fucking Rhino comes out at the end. But I didn't know it was Paul Giamatti, until I fucking looked up the cast later. It's like, what? Who is he? Wait, the fuck? He was the Rhino?
Yeah, I fucking seen this in theaters, and I fucking hated it. I thought it was laughably bad, but going back and watching it now, it's like, yeah, it's all right. There's some good stuff in there. Like the scene with old PP and Aunt May. She's just like, "You my boy. Don't you ever forget it, you son bitch." I was like, "Oh, that's a good scene right there." And them in the graveyard at the funeral, that was some good shit too. And like you said, most of the Spider-Man stuff's pretty fucking good, but god damn, do all the villains look like shit. And fucking Max Rebo, or what the fucking ever his name is, the big blue bitch, he's acting like a fucking retarded person. I don't know. So I mean, there's some good shit for sure, but not as bad as I thought. But there's still a lot of fucking garbage in this movie.
There is like the whole shit that never comes to anything. With him seeing Fireman Stacy's ghost or whatever the fuck. It's like, hey, you're gonna, they should have had him come out more in the movie. Like right after she dies, they could have had him like leaning over,
smoking a cigarette.
Listen, did you?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, not a fucking total waste of time.